I wanted to do a little video on my Carnival glass, and most of these pieces were bought in the 1980s. Only the Northwood ones are marked. Now, Carnival glass was generally, original Carnival glass was made prior to 1930, and though Carnival is still being made today, I'm more interested in the old ones. And how they made it was they put glass in a mold, liquid glass, molten glass in a mold, and pressed it, and while it was still hot, they would spray on some chemical salts, which gave you that iridescent color. Now, back in the day, it wasn't called Carnival glass. It was called many different names, iridescent glass. Each company had their own name. It only got to be called Carnival glass when it was given away at carnivals. So these three pieces here, I have no idea who made them. This plate here, marigold, this is marigold, is the most common color. I really don't know who made this. This piece here is just wonderful color. That's how you would get it brand new. It really is beautiful color. If you want a marigold, that really is a beautiful piece. And this is probably what it should look like after all the years of being handled and in the sun. Now, Carnival glass is display glass. It's not to be used for anything other than display. You can put things in it. You never put food in it. It was poor man's Tiffany glass. Tiffany made iridescent glass, and of course, very few people could afford it, so these companies imitated it with poorer glass, lots of bubbles, lots of straw marks, but still beautiful, and people bought it, and today you can find it everywhere. You can find it for $20, you can find it for tens of thousands of dollars, depending upon rarity of the piece, the pattern, the color. Color is everything, as you could see. That's just wonderful. You know, over here, I believe this is Imperial. And Imperial had a tendency to be very shiny. So this is just a regular bowl here. I don't know the names. Some of them I do, but I don't know. This is a nice Imperial. I could be wrong on some of my makers. These are sherbet glasses. Of course, like I said, don't put food in them. It's poison. Marigold's usually on clear glass. And this here is Jack in the Pulpit vase. Jack in the Pulpit. All of these are prior to 1930s. And this one here would be like a fruit bowl. It's got some pretty good color. It's big. I remember buying that, probably 1982, 1983. Now, this is the only modern piece I have. This is Indiana glass, probably 1970s. Blue, not period. Over here is Fenton. Here we have a nice on green glass. Carnival glass is done by its base color, or the glass color, before it's sprayed with the chemicals. So you could see green. See, there's bubbles, because it's not perfect glass. There's another bubble. This is stippled rays. You can see the stippling on some of the rays. There's another bubble at the top there. Tiffany would never have that. This is stippled rays. Same company. Smooth rays. And it's 3 in 1 because there's 3 ripples there and 1 big ripple there. 3 in 1. Smooth rays. Green glass. They also did clear or white carnival glass. White carnival glass is not like milk glass. It's actually clear, and you can see the iridescence. Another Fenton piece. You can see the iridescence. Now over here is Northwood, which is the most collected, I think, because it's marked. Most are marked, not all. And here is Greek Key. And you can see the Greek Key. No, it's not straight, but in marigold. This other one, I don't know, I think this pattern here is bead and cable or something like that. They were all named. Could be bead and cable. You could see a little faint mark on the middle there. Most Northwood was marked, but very faintly. It didn't really take too well in the mold. Some were very good and others were not. This one here is an ice cream bowl, pheasant at the urn. It's upside down. There you go. With wonderful color. There's the urn, there's the pheasant. And there's the mark. Northwood, circle, underline N with a circle. Good color, paneled back. Some are basket weave backs. This is really wonderful color. This one here with my hairpins is a hairpin holder. Grapin cable, I believe they call it, or can't remember my names. But you see the grapes and the grape leaves and a cable up towards the top. This is in black amethyst. This other one here is in black amethyst. Here we have a rose bowl. You can always tell a rose bowl because the top is kind of crimped inward. I think this is leaves and beads, or beads and leaves. And the inside is well colored too. And there's the mark for Northwood. Circle with an N, underlined N. Everybody looks for that. Though again, not all Northwoods were marked. Here we have a vase. Vases are very collectible. Diamond point. And these were swung vases, meaning when it was still hot, somebody literally put a crimp, put some tool on the bottom here, and while it was still hot and malleable, swung it to get the waist and all the, notice how the diamonds are short, small up here, but in the middle, they're longer because they were stretched. A stretched vase, good color. Everybody loves Northwood's tree bark. Another stretched vase. See how those little round nuggets on top are stretched in the middle, because it was, while it was malleable and hot, it was swung to get that waist. And then up on the, I won't take that one down, that's bushel basket by Northwood. Here's another rose bowl. This is in green. I believe it's rose and fine point, because there's your fine point and there's your roses. These are all period, over 100 years old. That's what you want to collect. This is not in black amethyst, this is just normal amethyst. And again, there's your mark. If I can get it good. This is called, I believe it's called bonnet, because now upside down looks like a bonnet. Good color on that. Then I have two of these. I'll show you one. These are mugs by Northwood, and this is Singing Birds in black amethyst. See a bubble there on the bottom? Tiffany would never do that. Good color on the inside. There is a mark, but very faint. And there you could see the Singing Birds. And then over here I have a set, a set of sugar and creamer. Here's the creamer. And Luster Flute, L-U-S-T-R-E-F-L-U-T-E is the pattern. You see the faint mark, Northwood mark. Black amethyst. And it took me over 10 years to get the matching sugar. You can get it in marigold, you can get it in green, but it's very difficult to get black amethyst. $15 I paid. So rarity does not equate to expense. That's that. And the final one, or second to the final one, is this blue Northwood. I think it's beads and cable in blue. Another rose bowl. As you can see, the top is crimped inward. Those are rose bowls. So, and then I'll show you my final and prize piece. Most of these pieces are worth $50 or less. This one here is probably worth $150. That's probably worth $75. Probably $100, probably $75, etc. These pieces far less. These pieces, this plate here, you probably couldn't give away. Probably $20, $25. Same here. Generally, this is $25. Maybe $5 here, maybe $25 there. So they're not very expensive. But my pride and joy is my Northwood Epergne. Now, Epergnes were very popular in the 1800s. And by this time, this was probably made 1908, they went out of style. And if you don't know what an Epergne is, it's a table centerpiece, generally with fluted type flowers like these are lilies. This is in green glass. It's a disaster waiting to happen because these things, you can remove them. So if you accidentally bump the table and one of these lilies falls, it breaks and breaks the base. But that is really a beautiful piece. In my opinion, Epergnes are the #1 table centerpiece for a table. They're just beautiful, and that's a 4 lily set. Northfield also had a 1 lily set with the base and the single lily. So that really is nice. People don't use that term anymore. Epergne, or is spelled E-P-E-R-G-N-E. Epergne is how I say it. It's French. So those are my collection of original, other than that, pre-1930 carnival glass, and maybe one of these was given away at a carnival. Thanks for watching.